secure, contain, protect. The SCP Foundation, safeguarding humanity now, in the past, and in the future.
SCP Foundation, Agent Brief. Item Number
SCP-2280.
Object Class
Euclid.
Special Containment Procedures.
SCP-2280 is kept in a dedicated paddock measuring 1 square kilometer in area at Biological Research Area 12, surrounded by a 10-meter buffer zone. This paddock is fenced in by 4-meter-tall reinforced concrete walls with infrared cameras mounted every 10 meters along the periphery. All other care needs, including veterinary care, are to be handled via telepresence robots. No vertebrate animal is allowed within 8 meters of SCP-2280 outside of experimentation. Should any animal become affected by SCP-2280's properties, attempts will be made to retrieve the body before SCP-2280 can finish consuming it. Should these attempts fail, fluoroprotein fire suppression foam must be sprayed over SCP-2280 beginning 5 minutes prior to the following sunrise until the final effect has ceased.
Description:
SCP-2280 is an adult female boss Taurus whose tissues absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation with wavelength between 370 nanometers and 770 nanometers. This results in SCP-2280 appearing as a pure black silhouette from any angle without visible details. Aside from this and the additional anomalous properties to be described shortly, SCP-2280 is genetically and functionally identical to a non-anomalous cow, including diet and thermal signature. If any vertebrate animal weighing more than 2 kilograms comes within 5.25 meters of SCP-2280, there is approximately 50% probability that it will become neuromuscularly paralyzed. If this occurs, SCP-2280 will approach the paralyzed animal and consume it in no more than 1.5 hours, despite being otherwise herbivorous. For creatures which are too large for SCP-2280 to swallow whole, it will use its hooves and incisors to separate soft tissues from the skeletal system into bite-sized chunks, and then it will break or crush down overly large bony structures into more readily consumable sizes. The following sunrise, SCP-2280 will go into labor and give birth to an instance of SCP-2280-1, an animal of identical morphology to the consumed animal, with the exception that it emits light at 100,000 lux equally along the entire wavelength spectrum of 370 to 770 nanometers. Approximately 95% of SCP-2280-1 instances are stillborn, and their luminance rapidly decreases to the point that they are observably identical to the animal that SCP-2280 had consumed. SCP-2280 will ignore these instances, which can be retrieved for later analysis. The remaining 5% of SCP-2280-1 will immediately rise after being born and move to suckle from SCP-2280, regardless of the species of their originating animal. After suckling for no more than 15 minutes, the instance of SCP-2280-1 will move away from SCP-2280, increase temperature to more than 1000 degrees centigrade within 0.4 seconds, and then jump directly upwards. It will then accelerate upwards at approximately 37 meters per second squared before vanishing approximately 1.7 kilometers above the ground. Instances of SCP-2280-1 resulting from D-Class personnel have not responded to communication attempts, but have been heard mumbling in an unknown language. Linguistic analysis has not succeeded in translating their speech, but have noted similarities to languages in the Afroasiatic family, particularly Coptic Egyptian.
End of orientation report. End of agent brief.